Good morning, afternoon, and evening, and everything in between. I'm the Canadian, back for another N-scale review, and today I figured I'd change it up a little bit, seeing as how all of my N-scale reviews have been locomotives. I figured today I'll do a freight car. And for my first freight car review, it's a group review. Words. Yay. So today's video review, I'm going to be looking at the Bachmann grain hoppers. And instead of looking at one, I have 5, and all in different paint schemes. So we're going to be taking a look at all 5 of them. I'm going to be focusing on one because all the detail on them is the same except for the paint. So let's get into it. Starting from the left, I've got CPWX 604-301, Government of Canada, the orange and black. The next one over, I believe this is non-prototypical because I don't believe this hopper is actually a grain hopper, but CN 370-708, the rainbow paint scheme. I think this was this a demonstrator for something? Leave a comment down below. I don't remember. Next one over, we have a take an Alberta break, visit Edmonton, Alberta Heritage Fund, ALNX 396-444. Next one we got Saskatchewan Grain Car Corporation, SKNX 397-387. And then last but not least, the Rolling Lemon Scholar SCOX 1687. All these hopper cars are the exact same mold. I've seen these type of hoppers in real life. I don't remember what they are. Someone in the comments, please let me know, because it's driving me crazy. I know the name, but I can't remember the name. But I'm going to move forward side. I'm going to be looking at the demonstrator. Locomotive, or not locomotive, demonstrator car. As the representative of my Bachmann grain hopper fleet. And I might get a few more of these cars too. Even though they're not prototypical to anything. Except, I don't know. Anyway, the rainbow paint scheme CN. My camera's moving. I need to lock that. The rainbow paint scheme CN hopper car. The paint and deckling on this car is very nice. There is no paint bleeding or soft lines along the whole thing. The deckling on it is quite nice with the car info and the number, as well as the deco here, which is OCN CH2 NCO. I don't remember science class. That was like 9 years ago. God, I'm old. This is only on one side. The other side is just a straight CN car. I'm going to be focusing on this side because I can see through my camera what I'm looking at. If I do it the other way, all I see is big color. So looking at this car, it's very nice. Not much in the way of detail. Again, it's a Bachmann, so it's a lower valued car, but it still has the basics. It is a 4-bay cylindrical hopper with, instead of going straight down like normal cylindrical hoppers, it has a little cutout down here. If I remember correctly, there is a prototype. These cars do exist. I believe they are older cylindrical hoppers. I don't remember what company made them. Again, someone in the comments, you know, please tell me. Tell me down below. Going up to the top here, it is dusty and dirty. I don't know what the hell that blemish is. The roof is, everything's molded in here. Molded roof walks. They're plastic, they're not see-through, but they are etched and detailed. You got your trough hatches here, the rectangular ones that run along. They're all the same gray as the rest of the car. On the gray side, you have your car info, your black plate here with some info, as well as CN 37708. Okay, it is the same number on. For some reason, I thought it was a different number on the other side. And then more car info. You have your safety dots here, and some more car info like do not run this car with doors or hatches open in the center. 3-inch MF comp shoes on the left and the right. Looking at the ends here, on one end you have CN and the number there. You have a separately applied brake wheel molded in black, but you have your cage in here. You even have the hole down in the bottom there, as well as your brake line tanks here. On the other side, pretty much the same, just no brake wheel, no reservoir tanks, just the cage and the hole and the little supports there. Underneath, you can see some of the paint goes down the bays, but it's the 4 bays. Nothing really detailed, no reservoir lines along the edge. But the hatches do have the basic hatch detail. And then the trucks are molded in the same gray as the car. I do not believe this is prototypical. If it is, you can correct me on that. But they are molded nicely with roller bearing trucks. Bearings, of course, not really rolling. But it comes with metal wheels. All 5 of my cars came equipped with metal wheels, and it has the Bachmann knuckle coupler, which I very greatly enjoy. So that has been a look at the Bachmann grain hoppers. I have 5. I used 1 because all 5 of them are the same except for the paint. So I am going to collect my cars, and we are going to take them to the layout. And by the way, I mentioned this in my last video, I'm changing my setup here from having an actual space instead of just doing everything on the layout. Let me know if you prefer that, or if you prefer me using the layout for my review space. But anyway, moving to the layout, this supervisor is in her spot. I totally didn't film this with other videos. They do roll quite nicely. Until one decides not to go on the track. There we go. I need a re-rail. I have like so many re-railers. You think I can find them? The Rolling Lemon. That car stands out so much in my fleet. All muted, like oxide browns. Well, the rainbow one kind of sticks out, but that's only one side. You know, dark blues for Liberta, all of a sudden that's lemon. They all roll quite nicely. And they do make it around the tight curves here. So, I'm going to run this around the track. I'm already hooked up from my last video that I did. So, what better to hook up Bachmann cars than to a Bachmann locomotive? So let's get my SD45 back here. Straight to speed step 5. Up to 7. Very nice cars. Great if you're starting out in the scale, you know, for beginners, you know. If you have kids and you want to get them into N scale, great for that. The first two cars there, the Canadian, the Alberta and the Canadian grain, those two were my first N scale train cars. So I got a bit of a soft spot for them. Let's go up to 10. Let's make this a little quickie. But yes, the tight radius on this layout, they have zero problems with. So that has been my group review of the Bachmann N-scale cylindrical grain hoppers. If you like this video, click on that like button. If you'd like to see more, you can click that subscribe button. And don't forget to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.